When we last left our heroes, they had just come across a barrel of concentrated frostfire in the basement of an orc keep that was rigged to explode any minute now. Well, fuck. Boznak and Flynn immediately began to sprint back towards the entrance to the keep, grabbing Vareol on the way out. The entire party rolled athletics checks to see if they would be able to make it out of the range of the explosion in time. As the party got back onto the road, the ground began to shake around them as a blue mushroom cloud rose up into the sky behind them. The cloud began to expand and cover the entire continent, and then it began to snow. Why the hell would the orcs have a barrel of frostfire ready to blow up their own keep? Actually, Harnik planted that barrel there. He was trying to kill the orcs but got captured after setting up the trap. Well then, where is Harnik now? I wasn't able to save him, and considering nothing could survive that blast, he's dead. Did you at least take his stuff before leaving him there? Because he seemed like he had a bunch of money before. I am not some petty criminal who preemptively grave robs in order to afford more ale. Well, you are a criminal now, because the constable died. Fuck. I should have robbed Harnik. It's alright, buddy. You can rob the next person we meet who's doomed to die. Though first we need to find a way off of this continent and get somewhere that we won't be arrested immediately. And so the party began their trek back to the town of Aramoor for the last time. They snuck over the wall while the guards weren't looking, and made their way to the Jade Dragon Tavern, where Vareol immediately went to talk to the one captain who he'd talked to during the investigation in episode 1. So I think I can say with absolute certainty at this point that the dwarves you're supposed to meet with to buy metals from aren't gonna show up. However, your journey to Aramoor wasn't an absolute loss because my group is looking to sail away from here and we're willing to pay. Well, I suppose we will have some extra space on the ship since we won't have much cargo. Would your group be able to help defend the ship if we were to be attacked? Of course. We might not have fought any lightning krakens before, but we can certainly hold our own in a fight. We're setting sail for Esarith next week, so just be ready and you can join. While Vareol was talking to the captain, Flynn went over to the wizard in the corner of the tavern and gave him the crate of drugs they'd gotten him in episode 4. So now can you track down the location of the person who originally owned this axe? Yeah, of course, he's in the city of Esarith. That was really fast. Well, I've spent my entire life learning magic, so I'd hope that I'd be proficient in it by now. Would you be able to teach me magic by any chance? Sure, why not? Though it'll have to be some other time, because I want to get out of Aramoor before what's about to happen. What do you mean by what's about to happen? Sorry, spoilers, but I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough. Before Flynn could respond, the wizard teleported away from the tavern. The party then heard a draconic roar echo out from above the city, and they rushed outside to see what it was. Flying far above the city was someone in a dark cloak riding on top of a frost wyvern. That doesn't seem good. I'm pretty sure we've fought worse already. I bet we could take him. Then they saw him raise a wooden staff, and suddenly hordes of undead began to swarm the walls of the city and spill into the streets all around them. Never mind, I retract my previous statement. Let's run away. The party began to bolt towards the docks where Captain Gallus Torrin's ship was, running past scenes of carnage, where the undead were slaughtering the townsfolk all around them, and the hordes were getting closer and closer to the party. Vareol then drew his blade and turned around to face the undead. Vareol, what are you doing? They'll rip you apart. Well, they've never seen the might of a true warrior, have they? Now run quickly. I'll buy you as much time as I can. Vareol stayed behind, and he killed undead left and right as his health went down bit by bit until he eventually dropped to 0, and he bled out on the snowy street as the horde surged past him to the docks. But he had done it. Vareol had held the undead back long enough for his friends to escape. The party sailed away through the cold winter night, leaving a destroyed continent behind them, and this is when the campaign ended.